Hi, everyone, and happy Saturday from a very sunny, pretty Antigua. Thanks to everyone who keeps coming and to all of you who've been encouraging me to do a reading. I am reading today my latest blog post titled Stop Thinking About Life and Start Living It. Sitting at the shore and watching the shifting skyscape, more and more people are saying they think that we are living in a simulation. After the noise of the arguments for and against played themselves out in my thoughtscape, I looked around me. I reflected on the question of it. Are we? Then why does it matter if we are or not? What difference does it make? What are the discomforts that make it so important that we ask and answer that question? Then why does that matter? Why do we need to answer that question or any of them? I felt the space around me coalesce, felt my body resting on the rocks, hearing the sound of the waves meeting them, recognizing their stillness, their quietude. The surrender of the rocks to whatever rested, took shelter beneath, crashed into, swirled around, walked on them, split them apart, transformed them to stones and dust and soil and sand. It occurred to me that perhaps if my mind was not so preoccupied, that I might be so transformed without any effort on my part. The questions we are preoccupied with often hold in them the seeds of stagnation. They prevent us from living our aliveness. A good question should point to its own absurdity. What is the point of consciousness if it traps us in thoughts and not in direct living? Why waste the dynamism of being alive on an idea of what being alive might be? The answer to any question can only be realized if we stop thinking about it. A good question ignites a process of inquiry that shatters its own importance. Who am I? If you ask yourself over and over again, revealed is the absurdity of an inquiry into something that doesn't exist. Surely a rock asking itself, who am I, would see how that answer changed over and over and over. Does the rock exist? What is the nature of its reality? What are the questions that you are holding that are keeping you in stasis, preoccupying your dynamism and forcing your existence into stagnation? When you identify them, see their hold on you and release them. Mystery is essential to living. If we agree that life is a process and that the present is always changing, that the now cannot be captured, then we must agree that the only way to understand life and reality is to live it. Direct experience of living an ever-moving and changing reality, not thinking about it, is the only path to truth. The only thing in stasis in all of reality is the mind. The more it moves, the less we are living. Thank you all for sticking with me. You can find the link to this blog post in the description of this video. Support me and buy my books on Amazon. You'll find the links in the video description also. Thanks so much, and as always, take care.